is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Gail in Tampa. Hey, Gail, what's going on?
Hey, love your program. You're amazing.
How long have you been listening?
Oh, my gosh. Well, off and on for about maybe, 6, 7 years.
Oh.
I mean, just on the radio, didn't understand the TV. And then I go out to Seattle once a year. We have a trading club out there.
Okay.
And then he started talking in class about your book, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's the guy that I listened to in Florida. And then I started watching your TV live, and it's just amazing. I need to become a tiger.
Well, you're already a tiger. See, you've been out there 6 years. See, once you check in to TFNN, you can't check out. It's like Hotel California. It's pretty sick, I know.
No, it's great. And I have some gold I want to try to get over to you, and then I want to buy some coins for my grandkids. So I appreciate what you're doing. I think it's amazing. You're just really amazing. Thank you very much.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 2 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Surrender and let go of the past. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully in the moment. Living in the moment means that you can enjoy the dream that is happening right here, right now. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 96, NASDAQ up 41, S&P's up 14, gold contract up $3.80, trading at $1,659 an ounce. Silver up 37 cents at $30.50 an ounce. Platinum $1,524 an ounce. Copper up 3 pennies at $3.76 a pound. Light sweet crude up 40 cents, trading at 101.11. Bonds down 31 ticks, just about a point at 144.06. Dollar down 60 ticks at 80.82. Euro up a buck at 120, up a penny rather, up 128.56. And the yen is out there at 76.78. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You're at 1308. You're over the 1292.66 area. Bottom line is that once you're over that area, which we are, this little baby can get into 1315 pretty quick. 1315 is the lows of July 18th, folks. We go into the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. What we have with the Dow. Dow is at 12,578. You get volume, yes, dying on the vine, 798 million. Bottom line is that that baby can actually try to get up into that 644 area, 12,644. Now, NASDAQ Composite. The Composite is the baby that came up the rear. No two ways about it. Up 41 points today. We're at 2769. 2753 was the high of the 27th. We did 2 billion shares versus 2.4. NASDAQ, the Composite also looks to me that, bottom line is that 20, well, this is interesting. 27, the lows of the highs, the 27, we're right at them, 2768. So that's saying that, hey, those highs can be game. You know, inside the chip stocks today, well, let's start here because Xilinx, XLNX. Well, first it was LLTC. LLTC, folks, that was Linear Technology. What you had out here this morning, Linear Technology went topside, come out with numbers, went topsides going into the 27th with monster volume. You know, we came into that number out here. We did 11 million shares. That high out there, 33, 38, had 4 million shares. If you go to Texas Instruments, TXN, what you had with Texas Instruments, Texas Instruments goes over a B point with monster volume. Texas went up 2.6 today, 27 million shares. The B point on Texas is 32. The A is 25. You get $7, which gives you, it basically gives you a 34 price point. That's how that's set up. Xilinx, XLMX. What Xilinx did out here, Xilinx did the same thing. Xilinx took the B point out of the 27th, on the 31st rather, 8.8 million. The B point is 33. The A is 26. So you get 7, and that gives you a price point of 37. Xilinx come out with numbers after the close. I believe it was after the close. Yeah, Xilinx is trading up at 37.75, and numbers go like this on Xilinx. Let's go take a look at the numbers on Xilinx. Okay, the revenue top line, the top line number, the estimate was 496 million. They took in 511. The bottom line number, big. It's a big beat. Estimate was 37 cents. They took in 41. 4 cents. That's 10. That's 10%. Gross margins are running out there at 64 to 65%. FFIV, I believe that's up another $7. Yeah. So FFIV closed at 108.46. That is trading out at 115.60 right now. The numbers go like this on FFIV. Revenue, top line revenue, in the second quarter, they're looking for 332 million to 337. They're looking for earnings per share of 103. And you talk about a little rocket ship. This is definitely a rocket ship. This is a monster ABC app. Now, this is going to get wild here. So 117. Oh, okay, hold it. 117. We're at 108. You're at 115. So it hasn't taken the B point out yet. This hasn't taken it out yet. So we'll see where that little baby goes. Now, what gets interesting here is this. So let's go to the SPY first. You take a look at the SPY. What we have in the SPY is that the SPY did 162 million shares, and 14 of that, folks, came in at the close. Bottom line, though, it's pushing into 393 million. So that doesn't have the juice, but yet it's still over the highs. If you're over the highs, bottom line, you can get up to the next swing point. The 3 Qs, what you have with the 3 Qs is this. She did 48 million shares. She's coming into 104 million shares. That's the high, the October 27th high. The July high of last year only has 40 million shares. Now, one of the keys out here for sure are going to be this. When you have, and if I go back to Texas and it's TXN again, and what you're seeing if you're watching Tiger TV right now, what I'm putting up is that I put up Texas Instruments and I put up all the other equities that are inside that space. And when you're looking at the numbers, you can see it's pretty dramatic, folks. And the numbers you're looking at on the second column are just the amount that they are up since January. And it's pretty heavy. Texas Instruments 15%, Broadcom 13%, Xilinx 10%, KLA 3%, Micron Tech 21%, Linear 10%, and these are bottom line. So when that happens, so what we have here is this. We've come up to the October 27th high volume high. As you get up there, the indices still don't have the juice. They don't have the volume. What we do have today, though, and this is where we're going to have to, tonight I'm going to go through every sector, is that you absolutely have one sector, which is the chip sector, that are firing off ABC structures on the way up. When that happens, what you have to be well aware of is that will there be another sector that starts next? Because when ABC structures start, folks, whether they're up or down, bottom line, most of the time, it is not just one sector that's doing them. It does happen. It happened in the metals market when the metals started first taking off. The rest of the market wasn't doing ABC structures up. But that's something that we're going to wrap our head around in a big way. If we go over to, we go look at the financials. Inside the financials, they're still not doing it. What they are doing, though, is this. The XLF had volume today of 96 million shares, and you're going into 323. That high out there has not been hit yet. That high is $14.17. If we bisect and dissect a few of them inside of the financials, Goldman today came out with numbers, and they basically had brought the numbers down, but the bottom line is that they pushed Goldman up 6%. Has juice behind the move. Goldman also wants to get in and test this 117.53, and that's quite a way from where we are right now. We take a look at Bank of America, which has been one of the weakest ones out there. She still doesn't have the juice underneath her. She was up 32 cents today. We'll see if she gets any juice as she gets up to the 27th and 28th of October. That's at the 728 price point. Dollar index. Let's go over and take a look at King Dollar out here. What King Dollar has done, King Dollar back down with lighter volume. Now what you have is this. You talk about, let the dollar backs down, give the market breathing room. No two ways about it. Dollar had 22,000 contracts. That 22,000, folks, is going against 30 and 31,000 contracts. So the dollar is pulling back, and it's pulling back in the context of doing a larger ABC structure on the way up. We go over to the gold contract, and we look at gold. What we've had with gold out here today is this. Gold did 140,000 contracts. We're going to need a lot more contracts in gold in order to bust into the supply line that's left over from September as well as December. We had come down on 245 and 275,000 contracts. If you take a look at the GLD, you'll see that the bottom line is that the GLD is basically saying that this correction's not over. The GLD, we did 9.2 million shares. You're going into 50 million shares and 42 million shares. You need a lot more juice. And in fact, I want to show you something here. And the XAU. Now, the XAU and the HUI, someone was selling heavily in these babies yesterday. And what you had is this. And in the XAU, bottom line is that, we had opened yesterday at 194. You sold down to 188. Well, we did 17 million shares. That's after making highs with 11 million, and of course we should have been basically pushing 30 million. So someone is in the XAU and the HUI, and they're selling heavily. All that does, folks, is that basically says that the lows of December here are going to get tested. That's how that. It was a very subtle sell yesterday. Because we really didn't have a lot of price movement. Well, you did have price movement. The HUI went from 524 to 508. But what you have there, when volume comes out of the market again, in this case it's come out on the way down, bottom line is that's where the market wants to go. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. We hit the Dow up 96, NASDAQ up 41, S&P's up 14. We're going to be right back.